Okay, here's another problem from Chapter 4, Section 5, and it's another one of these problems where we've got order of operations issues, and we've also got fractions and decimals together in a calculation. And I've written this one on the pad, so let's just take a look at it together here. All righty, so again, you know, our order of operations is going to tell us that we're going to do all of our multiplication in order from left to right. If we had any division, we would do division. There is none in this problem. It's two multiplication problems here and then an addition problem. So we're going to do the multiplication and then the addition. Now, the dilemma is going to come in as to how to treat the fractions here. Now, I just want to show you, and if you've watched any of the other videos where I've had these kind of problems, you know they can get to be a little bit maddening. So 5/6, 5 divided by 6, convert that to a decimal, just to see what we get here. You ready? So that's 8. Okay. Oh, so do you see where it's going? Do you see what's going to happen here? I hope you do. This is going to turn into 8.33, you know, it's going to go on forever. So this 5/6 is equal to 0.83 repeating. Okay, now, I'm going to try to do this problem like this. I'm going to try to do it 0.833. Uh-oh, wait a minute. What do you mean? Well, this is 3 decimal places here. This is 3 decimal places. So I'm just going to stop this thing at 3 decimal places. So I'm just going to multiply 0.833 times 0.649. Okay, and so yeah, this is going to be a little bit tedious. Just, you know, we'll have to just kind of bear with me. I'm trying to find some places to write here. So I'm going to do 0.833 times 0.649. You ready? 0.833 times 0.649. 9 times 3 is 27. 9 times 3 is 27 and 2 is 29. 9 times 8 is 72 and 2 is 74. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 3 is 12 and 1 is 13. 4 times 8 is 32 and 1 is 33. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 3 and 18 and 1 is 19. 6 times 8 is 48 and 1 is 49. 7, 11, 5, 8, 16, 8, 11, 20, 5, 14, 5. Whew, 6 places. You ready? Oh, I got a feeling about this. 6 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh. Do you see my dilemma now? Do you see my dilemma? If I want to stay with the, I'm only going to use 3 decimals. 3. In other words, I had to count off 6. This was 3 and this was 3, so I knew I had to count off 6 in the answer. But now this is the result I've got down here. It's 0.540617. If I want to restrict my answer here, if I want to restrict my answer to just 3 decimal places, then I'm going to have to round. I'm going to have to round this to 0.541. Okay, 0.541. And then use that in my addition. Whenever I get it, I got the same dilemma up here now, except this one I think is going to be a little cleaner. So I'm going to convert this. I'm going to the next side now. I'm just doing this other piece of multiplication here. 10 divided by 4. 8 from 10 is 2. Oh, we're getting nice here. So see, this is 2.5. So I'm hoping this one's going to be nicer to me. Now, but please notice, if I want to try to halfway be consistent here, this has 3 decimal places. This has 1 decimal place. So I think what I'm going to want to do is I think I'm going to want to write this as 2.500, times 0.797. Okay, so I know this is tedious. Just doesn't get any more tedious than this kind of stuff, does it? So 0, 0, 7 5s is 35, 17. You ready? 9 times 0 is 0, 9 times 0 is 0, I should be slashing these, but you forgive me. 9 times 0, 9 times 0. 9 times 5 is 45. 9 times 2 is 18. 4 is 22. 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 0 is 0. 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 2 is 14 is 17. This is multiplication. This is addition. Okay, you ready? So there's 0, 0, 5, 12, 2, 4, 9, 9, 1, and this counts off 6 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Did I do that right? There's 3 decimal places, 3 decimal places. I'm counting off 6 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what have I got here? I've got 1.9925 and some zeros. Oh man. If I want to stick with my 3 decimal place, why you picked 3? Well, this one had 3, and this one had 3, so I'm sticking with 3. But please notice, I'm going to have to now round this to 1.993. And so this is the result I'm going to get when I add it together down here. 0.541 plus 1.993. And I'm nervous about this because I've had to do this rounding. 4, 3, 2.534. 2.534. Now let's go back to Math Excel. It didn't give me any help at all. Oh, round to the nearest thousandth. Woo! Sometimes, woo! I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. We've been rounding to the nearest thousandth. These 3 places every time. We rounded to the nearest thousandth every time. So I think I'm feeling more optimistic now. I'm feeling better about my answer. Are you feeling better about my answer? 2.534. Are you ready for this? I'm ready for it. Okay. 2.534. Suspense. Are you kidding me? After all that celebration in advance. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, it didn't like it. Now, so here's what we're going to do. You're saying you're just going to quit. No, I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to try a different way to do this. I don't think this is going to work any better. I'm going to see if I can divide 6 into this. Well, 6 go into 0.649. Well, there's one there once. Bring down that. That'll be a 0. 0, 40. Oh, golly. This is not going to be nice either. That's an 8. That's a 48. No, this ain't looking good either. One more 0. Let's just see what we got. 8 from 9 is 1, and so that'll be a 1. Okay, so I'm going to round to the thousandth. So I'm going to call this 0.108 times 5. 0.108 times 5, which is 0.540. All right, now how does that compare to what we had before? Oh, do you see? Do you see? No, you don't see. Do you see in the previous method, which I thought was a good method? I liked it. I thought it was a darn good method. The result I got then was 0.540, and I rounded it to the thousandth there, and I got 0.541. When I use this approach, what approach are you using now? I'm using now the approach of saying it's like 5 over 6 times 0.649 over 1. You see what I'm doing here? And I'm now canceling the 6 into that by dividing 6 into 0.649. I get a 1, 0, bring down a 4, 0, bring down this, and I get, and then keep going, I get. And so when I quit at thousandths, I get 0.108, right? 0.108 times 5 gives me 0.540, and before the answer I got was 0.541. And Math Excel didn't like that part of the answer, apparently. plus, and I don't know if this is going to help us any at all, but let's try the same technique. Let's see if we can work it as 10 over 4 times 0.797 over 1. So I'm going to divide 4 into that. I'm going to divide 4 into 0.797. I'm going to get a 1. 4 nines is 36. 6 and 9 is 3 is 37. So this is the decimal point here. Is this right? 4, 9. 4 nines is 36. That's a 3. Bring down a 7. So that's also a 9. 4 nines is 36. 1. And that's a 2. So I'm going to round this to 0.1992. So this will be 0.1992. I'm just going to round it to 0.199. And then it'll be 0.199 times 10, which will be 0.991. And count off 3 places, that'll be 1.990. And what did we get before? Oh, yeah. See, well, before we got 1.993, and it didn't like that at all, apparently. Okay, so now what do we have? Now we have 0.540. We now have 0.540 plus, and what did I get when I multiplied that by 10? I got 10 times that, I got 1.99. I'm going to try that. I'm a little iffy on this even. 0.540, 1.990. Let's see if it'll work. 0. Okay, so we got 2.530, and before we had 2.534. Okay, 2.530. Let's try that answer. You ready? Didn't like that either. Well, I got one more shot. Okay, so the only thing I can see that I could have done here is when I divided this 4 into here, I got 0.1992, okay? And so if I leave this as 0.1992, and I have a 0 and a 2 here. Okay, so 10, okay, 0.1992 times 10 would be 0.2991. And count off 4 places, 1, 2, 3, would be 1.992. So that would be 1.992, and that would make the answer 2.532. 2.532. This is our last shot. Well, we're going to find out what it is in a second. We can guess it this time. 2.532.